Well, hello, YouTube. Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft back with you, friends. I'm back out in the backyard today. It's time to practice that bow drill fire again. The 27th of October. I got my bow, fat wood bearing block, ember kitch, goes underneath the hearth board, and my spindle. Let's see if we can't get it done. We got to get a fire going, get rid of these mosquitoes. Stay with me. Thank you so much for tuning in to the General Patton's Bushcraft and Self-Reliance channel on YouTube. Okay, friends, I have this divot right here. Still has a little bit of meat on it. I'm going to try to get another ember out of this hole here. Let's take this sharpening stone and see if we can't take some of this black glazing off of this end of the spindle. It's my hockey puck sharpening stone. Came with one of my axes. I don't have my knife on me, so let's go ahead and see if we can't use this. See how this will work. Working pretty good. Mosquitoes are something fierce this time of year, friends. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can't sharpen this end up a little bit. This is a cedar wood spindle off of a cedar fence board from Home Depot. I encourage you guys to get one for practice at home. Super forgiving, super easy to create an ember. The cedar wood is pretty soft, so you got to let it coalesce and you got to kind of be gentle with it. Don't blow on it too hard when you're giving it the oxygen. And a couple of you out there have asked, why doesn't the fat wood bearing block smoke? And that's because of all the resin, the pine resin that's inside the fat wood. That's why get yourself a good piece of fat wood. This one's pretty old now, but this center part is really, really orange, full of pine resin, and it acts as a lubricant. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this for my fat wood bearing block. And let's see if we can't get an ember out of this hole here. One more ember before it goes all the way through. All right, let's put the piece of leather down right about there. Let's take we're gonna use this hole right here. Let's get our foot right there to hold that hearth board. Let's load the bow. And we're ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and warm it up. We got more dust. Hopefully it ignited. Nope. We didn't get it, friends. And I'm all the way through. Burned all the way through, still didn't ignite. So, we're going to have to create another hole. I think I'm going to put one right here. That's how we start it. Just like that. We got to go through the whole process again. We got to do a burn-in. I'm going to try to save that dust. Let's go ahead and clean this up. We want this end to be a little bit blunt. Let's go with that. We got to sharpen up our fat wood bearing block end. This back looking like a pencil. Sometimes you got to do this maintenance. Bow drill maintenance. Okay, we got to do a burn in right here. And then we're going to have to cut the V-notch. So I see some smoke and get some black dust. Then we'll cut the V-notch. Getting some smoke. Alright. Let's go ahead and cut that V-notch. Okay, friends, we're going to call that good. And we're going to get an ember this time. We're going to get an ember this time. Here we go. We do have we got a big pile of dust right there. Let's just see if we can add to it. Put it right there. Get our foot on here. Left foot forward, right knee back because I'm right-handed. Load the bow, put the spindle, and let's give it a go. Uh-oh. small one over there. Let's see if we can't move this over into here. All right, friends. I think we got something working, cooking now. We got a big pile of dust from those 2 failures. Let's see if we can't be patient now. Let that coalesce. Let me get a handful of pine needles and let that sit there and cook. You guys keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't go out. I'm going to be right back with some pine needles. Ooh wee, friends, tuckered out. I still see smoke, friends. Keeping an eye on it. Okay, back with you. Got some pine needles. We don't want to do any edits. Be gentle now on this transfer. Like that. Now I'm still going to be patient, friends. Come on, heat transfer into those needles. Let me reposition the camera. Put on your seatbelts real quick. Gonna be a little bumpy. Okay. Sorry about that. No edits though, friends. Boy, these pine needles are tough today, friends. Got to be patient, friends. Keep working it. Everything might have been wet. Well, friends, we lost it. So, let's see if we can't do a ferro rod ignite. Go to the backup plan, friends. Here we go, friends. Ooh, it was stubborn today. Wow. Okay, that's what it takes, friends. Thanks for sticking with me. I had 3 failed bow drill sessions. Those pine needles must have been wet or sitting in water. It must not have been dried out all the way. Had to go to the ferro rod, and even that was tough. But thanks for sticking it out. Before you leave, give the video a thumbs up. Had to work hard today, friends. Before you leave, subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Check out the link in the description box for the General Patton Self-Reliance and Bushcraft storefront on Amazon. And I appreciate everything you do for the channel. All your likes, all your views, all your shares. Most importantly, all your comments. Leave me a comment. Please, please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Do it today. Don't wait. And as always, God is good. God is great. I see y'all on the next video. Already got a date.